hopefully that helped, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Those are really good ideas. You know, building connections and building a stronger community through interpersonal relationships is one form of solidarity. Another form is standing up for other people and respecting one another for our individual experiences. Further than even that is educating ourselves. Learning about the experiences of other people in our community helps us grow closer to them and build stronger bonds.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of reminds me that I've been actually meaning to talk to my librarian about some books that I could read to help me learn more about folks in my community. I found some great websites already too, so that's really helpful. Yeah, thanks for all those ideas. I've been feeling a little bit better here just in these last couple of minutes. Knowing that I'm a part of a community that shows solidarity makes me feel less alone and more empowered, really. So I'm just wondering, Girls Rock campers, what are some things that you can do to sow the seeds of solidarity in your community?
Nora, did you have something you wanted to share about how you sow the seeds of solidarity?
Oh, no. I didn't mean to not have my...
It's good to hear you. Catherine, I see you got a hand up. Do you want to share something?
Yeah. So other things that you can do in your community for seed solidarity is if you just see someone that you like, that's one of your friends that are just walking or riding bikes, offer if you can come ride with them or walk with them or just chat.
Yeah. Did anybody else want to share something? I know it's early. We're not all quite awake yet. Or speaking for myself, I'm not. Zoe, did you want to share something?
I did. So one way that we plant the seeds is sometimes I have a friend named
It's just showing her camera, Zoe. Keep talking.
Silly me. So I have a friend named Allie, and me and her play on Xbox, chit chat and play Roblox.
Yeah, that's a good way to keep each other company right now. Zoe Jones?
Me? Just making sure. Okay. So I made a comedy skit, and I'm probably going to be sharing it for the open mic afternoon today. And I was thinking, my friends have been a little sad because their parents are supposedly splitting up. And so since I've been a part of that kind of thing before, I think I'm going to help her by, telling jokes, because I have a comedy skit and I showed her and it made her smile for the first time in a very long time. And speaking of which, I'm going to be in an audition for the Nickelodeon channel show.
That's so exciting. Good luck. And yeah, being there and listening when our friends are going through tough times is a great way to show solidarity. So I muted myself. With that, I want y'all, if you have your binder nearby, we're going to flip to a page. You don't have to, and a lot of you who've been to camp before probably already know this chant. It's the Asada Shakur chant, and we've got a special guest here that's going to lead us in it. So, Mila, if you're on, I would love to see you.
I am on. Good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Yes, thumbs up, jazz hands. Awesome. So starting this morning with that skit was actually perfect to lead me into the Asada chant. So the Asada chant is a perfect way to show solidarity, and I'm going to do it. So one thing I want you to know is that as we do it, we get progressively louder and louder and louder. So just a heads up, if you got on headphones or even if you've got your speakers out, just want you to be forewarned that it does get loud, but it's worth it. So when you're going to repeat after me. The first time you say it, the chant, you're saying it kind of to yourself, kind of your own conviction. The second time you say it, we're saying it to each other and people that can hear us. And then as we continue to say it, it gets bigger and louder until we're saying it to the world and to the whole universe if you want to. We're just saying it in solidarity. So I'm personally going to stand up. I have to stand up to do this. Let's make sure y'all can still see me. There we go. And I'm going to get in my power stance. I don't know if y'all have done that yet, but I'm going to stand in a stance that helps me to feel powerful.
Doing this
I'll give y'all a second to just kind of get yourself in a comfortable spot. There we go. All right, so now we're going to do the Asada chant. You're just going to repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
I hope y'all are ready. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing
to lose but our chains.
You want to go at one more? Go good. Good? Okay. Solidarity, y'all. Have a fun day.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, don't go.
So felt good. That helped me wake up. I don't know about y'all. All right. That's always a fun thing we do at chant, and it somehow on my Zoom we sounded together, but we definitely felt together, and that is what is important here at camp. So I've got some announcements today. The schedule for today is after assembly, we're all going to stay together for a short period of time. We're going to look at Soundtrap, which is how we're making music in our, not how we're making music, but how we're documenting that music that we're making. Then we're going to break into band practice. Today we are, and correct me if I'm wrong, today we're using our stencils to print patches. Yes, we are. Awesome. I'm just watching Brielle's face. I think that's right. Okay, awesome. And we're going to finish up our verse lyrics for the new camp song, and we're going to prepare to record them in the next couple of days. At noon, Amari is joining us for a performance and a question and answer. Their performance is pre-recorded, and so it's going to sound really good, but they are going to join us live to answer some questions. I already watched it, and it's awesome, so I can't wait to watch it again at lunch. All right. And then this afternoon, we have, we're choreographing our own dance with Jennifer at 2. Sorry, skipped one. At 1, we have a workshop with First to the Front, Tori and Tristan. At 2, we have dance as language with Jennifer, and this is the live one where we're going to add our own steps to the dance. And then at 3, we have a stand-up/open mic. And I just want to note that this is not just comedy. You can also play music, read poetry, anything you would do at an open mic. And so if you want to sign up in Mighty Networks, there's an event sign up, or let your counselor/band coaches know. With that, we have one more video to watch this morning, and then we're gonna take a look at Soundtrap all together. If you have questions, I'm gonna do my best to answer them so that we can record all that awesome music we're making in band practice. All right, wish me luck. Here I go again.
Lunch band yesterday was pretty awesome. What did you think?
Yeah, it was crazy awesome. I love the way the guitarist was dancing and playing at the same time. She was nuts.
Yeah, hey, can we talk about some of the words you just used?
Sure.
I know it's really important to you to be kind and inclusive. Maybe there are better words other than crazy or nuts to describe how much you love the band. Many people, particularly neurodiverse people, find those words pretty hurtful.
Oh, no, you're so right. I didn't mean to be offensive. How can I do better?
I really appreciate you being open to my feedback. Can we start over with more positive words? I bet there are better words to describe how you feel.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, I really loved Lunch Band yesterday. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought the way the guitarist played the guitar and danced at the same time was really impressive. I think that was one of the best lunch bands we've ever had. They were so incredibly talented, and I had an amazing time. Hey, thanks for letting me try that again. I am sorry that I used hurtful words. I didn't mean to be hurtful.
I know, sometimes I mess up too. We're all learning, and the important thing is we're listening to each other.
Thanks, Desi.
There are tons of words in our language that are harmful to our friends who are neurodiverse and to our friends who have physical disabilities. Unfortunately, these words are so ingrained in our everyday speech that most of us don't even realize we're being hurtful. And these words have essentially become filler words for situations that could be better described by opening up a thesaurus. When we use words like crazy or lame or stupid to describe people or situations, we are devaluing people with disabilities. When we use words like depressing to describe a disappointing situation, or when we use the term OCD to describe someone who's just particular about cleanliness or orderliness, we are trivializing complex illnesses. I don't want to give you a list of words to avoid, but I would like to invite you to rethink our language. There are zillions of words that can be used to describe what we mean instead of just using filler words. And no one is perfect. I would like to reiterate that we are all learning, and it's really important to keep trying and to keep listening to one another.
So on that note, and in regard to our open mic, especially today, we want to keep some things in mind about our jokes and the language that we're using, that we're not hurting anyone with our language. So we're going to post some guidelines in the open mic event, And we're also going to post that video so that y'all can watch it again and think about it as we all continue to think about the language we use and where it comes from and how it impacts our friends. And with that, oh, another important note, tomorrow in band practice, we're taking our band photos. So if you want to wear something special or or what have you, tomorrow's the day that we're going to try, and it's going to be, you know, it's weird to take a Zoom photo together, but if y'all want to coordinate kind of what your band's going to wear as a group today too, so that you're ready for tomorrow, I think that'd be fun. Awesome. And now I'm going to share my screen over here, and we're going to look at Soundtrap together and hopefully answer some questions about just sort of like getting around Soundtrap. And I think this will benefit both our band coaches and counselors and all of you campers who are probably going to far exceed our skill sets in this application. But anybody? No, we all look good. I'm in gallery view and you all are amazing. So much smiling faces. All right, share my screen, find the right tab, share my audio. Here we go. All right, so I've pulled up, these tracks are pretty much the ones that came in that practice track. And hold on, let me see if I can figure out how to open chat while I'm here. Yes, I will try to keep up reading the chats, and if anyone, if any of the volunteers see stuff that I'm missing, please just turn your mic on. All right, so right now, this right here that I'm dragging, it's called the playhead. And you set it at the beginning to start at the beginning of the song.
2, 3, 4.
This is just our bass track. This is here if you want a guideline for your verse of the Girls Rock Camp song. The vocals are not going to stay in. This is just here so you know how it used to sound if you want to follow that formula. If not, no biggie. You can delete it, no problem. You can also mute it, which is this little speaker button. I'm betting this is kind of hard to read. I'm wondering if I can make it bigger. There we go. Hope that helps. We've got guitar parts here. You've also probably explored this loop button. And Allie and I were looking at Soundtrap yesterday and discovered that if you set the key to your song, in this case, our camp song is in the key of E. And so if you set the key, it's down here at the bottom next to the tempo, that you can add loops that are in the right key so that they'll sound like they go with the song. If you don't change it there, you can also add, so we'll see, let's add some piano. Let's just add this piano chords, and you can transpose this to be, nope, not that one. Yes, you can. So it's on this, it says edit here. So if I know the first note of the song is E, well, that's not exactly how I expected it to look, but and it does not work with the song, so you got to find the right loop. But I do want to ask if y'all have questions specifically about using Soundtrap and how I can help. My recommendation for your bands, if you're looking for a way to record your voices on different tracks, is just to add new tracks with your voice and microphone setup, and to name each track for the person who is going to record on it. So in this case, I would name this track for myself. And I just did that by clicking, oopsies, the ... up here and hitting rename. And so I know a lot of times it's hard to be on Zoom, whoops, and to be on Soundtrap at the same time. So if you talk about what words, what music, what parts, what drums, what hi-hats, snares, crashes, claps you want to add to your recording, that it might be good for your counselor or band coach to have their screen shared and to sort of talk about like a break where you go and record your individual parts with your headphones. Everybody should be receiving some new headphones today or tomorrow, and your parents or guardians know that these are coming. I know we've had a lot of issues with our headphone microphones not working, and it's so important that we're all going to be able to be heard clearly and able to record these songs from home, from different places with good headphones. So when those come, please, please, there's no music right now, Molly. Oh, you mean, hold on, I'm gonna get you to ask that in a second if you don't mind. But once you get your new headphones, please, please wear them to band practice. Your band coaches and counselors will be asking you to plug them in, and it will help everyone. I know it won't necessarily improve your experience, but for the folks who are hearing your voices, it's much, much easier when people have their headphones in, because you don't get, I don't know where the microphone is on my computer, but you don't get kind of all of this. I don't even know if this is making noises for y'all, because to me it's fine, but you don't get all of that when people have their headphones in. Molly, I saw your question in the chat, and could you clarify what you mean for me?
Absolutely. When I'm muted, like when we go into band practice, whenever I try to add something to like the track, I can't hear what I'm adding when I'm muted on that thing.
So are you talking about when Allie screen shares? Because you can't add anything.
No, not then, like when I'm on it.
When you're on it.
So
yeah, when I'm on the thing.
Okay,
Still on the
so
Zoom.
when we get to that point, will you show me what you mean, and then I'll see if I can figure out.
Cool. And I want to make an important note too, like, so I can see you, Molly. Will you just nod if you're talking about when you're recording onto Soundtrap? So do you mean like when you go to record your voice on Soundtrap, but you're muted on Zoom, you can't hear your parts?
Yes.
Okay. A couple of things to make sure are happening. Make sure that you've got this R button clicked. So that, oh, can y'all hear that? The echo on my voice? Wow. So when you arm this to record, and there are some effects, it might be, maybe this is less echoey. Try this one. Yeah. Okay, so that sounds more normal, but I do have an echo. If you don't have this set to record, it's not going to record on the track. And it should be automatic, but you do have to select the track that you want to use. And I'm going to turn it off because I hear two of myself, which is very disorienting. But after this, I want to pop into Blue Band first, and we'll see what's going on with that, okay? Awesome. Does anybody else have any questions specifically about Soundtrap that I can answer to help getting this stuff? Awesome, Zoe. I'm glad you're a pro. If you're in band practice today and a question comes up, I just get your counselor or band coach to message me, and I'm happy to pop in and see if we can make all the music making dreams come true on this platform. I'm not seeing additional questions. How do you delete a track? Yeah. Oops. Well, I just made a track, so now I can delete it. It's these dots up here, right here on the track, and then delete track. If you're on a computer and you have a keyboard, you can also hit Shift, Delete, and that deletes the track. But a lot of the controls you want are right under this menu. If you don't want to delete a track or you just don't want to hear it, you can always mute it. You can always solo if you want to just hear. So if I just want to hear the Desi's keys and some bass, I hit this headphone button, and that way that's the only track that's coming through until I unhit it and everything comes true. Up here at the top, you've got these 2 arrows. This creates a loop. So if you want to just listen to one part over and over again while y'all create that line, you can set these arrows at the top. Girls of Columbia are here to play. Girls rock Columbia. Girls of Columbia, show 'em the way. Girls rock. Now you might want to set it at the start and the end of a particular piece, so you can, drag it. Got to zoom in sometimes if it wants to click to the wrong place. But you can set it just to repeat certain chords over and over again. And I find that helpful when I'm writing music, just to be able to hear the same part and kind of brainstorm melodies and what might go there. Magic, I saw your message, and I'll work on that in a second. Sorry that that's happened. Zoe, did you have another question? Can you stay on mic? Will you ask that?
So my other question is, sometimes like when, for example, my band coach is showing his screen, and she had this little pop-up that had patterns on it, and I did Soundtrap before she showed her screen. I didn't see that, and I don't know if like you have to press something or do something to make it pop up.
Who's your band coach?
I don't even remember who my band coach is.
I'm thinking, but I haven't been here for a couple of days.
Sylvia? I don't know who that was, but so you can get loops up here. Was it a pattern for like a drum beat?
I think, oh, that makes sense. I think, I don't remember what he clicked, but I was doing flute, like the woodwind instruments, because we wanted to add a bit of clarinet.
Absolutely.
Well, truthfully, I wanted to add recorder, but they didn't have that, so it would be clarinet.
You play recorders, Zoe?
Yeah, I have a recorder. I'm not like really good at it. I was practicing the camp song on it during one of the breaks.
Wow, I hope you will consider signing up for an open mic or a talent show with that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think. I will like play with recorder.
So if you're pulling up an instrument, it brings it up like a keyboard, which is fine. Did it look like this?
Well, I had both of those tabs.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something literally called pattern. I think it was for drums. Tried maybe it only works on like drums.
And it's fun because it just rolls. Oh, let me solo it.
Okay. Well, I thought I didn't know how to get that key to pop up, but I think it only appears on drums now.
I think so. Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
Mhm.
Probably, yeah. Any of the rhythm ones it should appear on. There might be others that I haven't discovered yet, and so I hope you'll let us know if you do discover some of those that pattern tool exists on, because it's really powerful. Yes, and if you wanted to add your recorder to the track, you could do it with just your microphone. That's how we added the keys, and or that's how I added the guitar part to it. I have my amp back here, and I just played into the recorder. But I have a, I know I have it. I have a kazoo. I hit my cat button, y'all.
Oh well. Actually, that was a question I was wondering yesterday, since they didn't have a recorder, but I didn't think to do that.
You did?
I did not.
Yeah, because, let's see. I'm on the wrong kind of track. So important, click the track you want to record on. And don't mute your...
And don't move the track while you're trying to record on it.
So if you have an instrument, you can add it by recording your part on there.
You're right, Justin. You're right. That would be perfect. That would be perfect.
With that, though, I'm going to wrap up this little...
Me too. Me too.
Lizzie, I don't know if you're ready to put everybody in band practice, but today in band practice, let your coaches or counselors know if you want to be a part of the open mic this afternoon, and discuss with your bands if y'all want to coordinate your outfits in any way, or plan your band photo aesthetic. I know it's always really fun at camp when we get to sort of walk around and decide where we want to have our band photos and all that. So make it as special to you as you want to. And then...
Sorry.
Oh.
Really quickly, I want to show off my recorder.
You know what, Zoe? We do have a show and tell. You might want to save it.
For show and tell.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's save it. That'll be awesome, right?
That will be awesome. I have something for something random. For show and tell and for open mic. So that'll be cool.
Yeah. That'll be really cool. And y'all think about what y'all want to bring to those events as well. So with that, Lizzie, if you're ready, let's send everybody to their bands.
I think I'm ready.